Right. Good morning. It still is good morning. We've had an excellent Landlord Services Advisory Board, and I'm now pleased to start, which will be very quickly, the Executive Co-Portfolio Holder for Housing Decisions meeting. So in summary, my name is Paul Rivers. I am a Waverley Councillor, and I am Executive Co-Portfolio Holder for Housing and, in brackets, Operations and Services. So all the hard bits, except the building bits. I am considering the matters set out in the agenda, which require executive decisions that fall within my delegated authority. All proposed decisions are published on the Executive Forward Plan for at least 28 days before the decision, and papers published 5 working days before the decision meeting. In making such decisions, the co-portfolio holder for housing has due regard to the views and comments made by the Landlord Services Advisory Board. This is one of the few executive working groups in Waverley, the Overview and Scrutiny Committee, and of course council officers. These matters have been considered most recently at the Landlord Services Advisory Board, which is just finished, and in taking the decisions I will be taking account of the discussion and comments raised at that meeting. So moving to agenda item number 1, the approval of the minutes of the meeting on the 23rd of February. I'm happy to approve that on the basis that there isn't anybody else here. Right. Number 2, declarations. Leila, do you have any declarations?
No, Chair, no declaration.
And questions from the public? I guess no questions from the public.
Nope, no questions.
And also, therefore, no questions from members.
No questions from members.
Which moves us then to agenda item number 5, housing service dump and mould policy. Our recommendation, or the recommendation, is that the co-portfolio holder for housing approves the adoption of the new damp and mould policy for social housing tenants with immediate effect. And I am very happy to approve that. Agenda item number 6, fire safety policy. And again, in consultation with the Executive Head of Housing, I am pleased also to approve the fire safety policy. Agenda item number 7, fire equipment servicing, the contract procurement. What is before us is that the co-portfolio for housing approves the signing of a fire equipment servicing contract with SureServe Fire and Electrical Limited for the period 2023 to 2026, and I approve that. Lastly, agenda item number 8, the housing revenue account buyback of ex-local authority property in Shamley Green. And I'll read out the resolutions that the co-portfolio holder for housing 1 approves the principle of the buyback on the terms set out in the report and the use of the buyback reserve for this, together with any related professional costs and stamp duty land tax, and further approves the property being appropriated for housing purposes as part of the housing revenue account. And 2, delegates authority to the Executive Head of Housing to approve the final terms of the purchase. And 3, delegates authority to the Executive Head of Legal and Democratic Services to approve the final form of wording of any legal agreements related to the purchase. So that is authorised. And 3 minutes after the start of this, I am pleased to announce the end of the meeting. Thank you all of us here who attended.